Are you a therapist, a coach, or a mental health professional that's spending most of your time helping other people and not necessarily taking care of yourself? I'm curious, when was the last time that you paused to take care of you? I would like to take a minute to look at 10 common bad habits that mental health professionals fall into and some of the things that you can do instead to swap out the bad habit to do things that will protect your energy, avoid burnout, and actually enjoy your work again. So let's take a look at these. Habit number 1. Do you skip breaks between sessions? It's easy to go from one session to the next without a pause, but your brain does need time to breathe. So instead, schedule 10 to 15-minute recovery blocks. Just step outside, take a breath, stretch, give your nervous system space to reset. Habit number 2, saying yes to every new client. We want to help. We really do. And that impulse is good. But if we overfill our caseload, then it doesn't help anybody, including ourselves. So I'm going to suggest that you set caseload limits and don't be afraid to refer out. Your time and your energy are valuable resources. And the more you do that, the better you will be. Habit number 3, working through exhaustion or illness. I think when we're ill, most of us would know maybe we don't go in. But exhaustion? I think we learn to work through that one most of the time. And it's sad because we often tell our clients that they need to listen to their body. Well, when are we going to take a turn and listen to ours? I know that oftentimes we wouldn't encourage a client to push through burnout. So we have to take that advice for ourselves. If you're feeling burned out, make sure you take the pause that you need to reflect, reset, and determine what you might need. Bad habit number 4, neglecting your own therapy or supervision. It's hard because we hold space for others all day, and then we have to ask ourselves when we go home and give our family our leftovers, or we're not being held at all. The reality is we all need to feel safe and structured, and we need to have space to process too. So whether or not you find a therapist or a supervisor, maybe a peer consultation group, any of those could really be vital for you and your growth and grounding. Bad habit number 5. I know I can be guilty of this sometimes, using our admin time for sessions. We only have so much time in a day, and when we steal from one area to serve another, it really just creates more stress down the line. So we've got to have really good boundaries, protecting our business hours. If we have billing, planning, and time to do documentation, we give them their place and hold them in our schedule and make time if we need to do something we didn't make time to do. Bad habit number 6, carrying emotional residue home. It is so hard to shut it off. At the end of a heavy day, we're caring for people with very difficult situations, but boundaries are important here too. So I really want to encourage you to find a way to have a shutdown ritual. So for example, close your laptop intentionally. Maybe you take a walk, or maybe you mark the end of your workday with some sort of intention or mantra, something that encourages you. But find a way to start and stop your day and bookend those and make sure you're not taking the residue home with you. Bad habit number 7, comparing yourself to others. Brene Brown talks about this in her book called The Gifts of Imperfection, that it's one of the things, especially women do often, that really erodes our self-esteem. With social media, our colleagues, there's just other people in practice. There's so many places to look and to compare because it's everywhere. But every therapist's path is different and unique. So find your pace and your purpose and know that they're enough. Find a way to stay in your own lane, whichever one that is, and find ways to strengthen that if you need to, so that you feel really great about the path that you're on and what you're doing, and you don't find yourself comparing to others and what they're doing. Bad habit number 8, living on caffeine and adrenaline. Oh man, I'll tell you, the caffeine these days, they've got in every kind of possible form that someone might need it in. Having that extra cup of coffee might feel necessary, but your body might be screaming at you saying, this is going to be good at first, but then you're going to crash. So make sure that your body is getting the fuel that it needs, that you're eating healthy meals, whole foods, drinking water, getting your sleep and your rest, because your physical health matters just as much as your mental clarity. Bad habit number 9, treating joy as a luxury. If fun only happens when everything else is done, it may never happen at all. Joy is a part of your resilience. So build in play, explore, and laugh on purpose. Bad habit number 10, waiting until burnout to make a change. Burnout doesn't have to happen, but it doesn't always happen overnight. It builds up. So we don't want to wait until we have a massive breakdown to start recalibrating. We want to check in regularly and make adjustments early. Your future self will thank you. So make sure that you check yourself and say, am I burning out? Do I need a break? Ask your colleagues, do I seem like I'm short? Ask yourself how you are in session. You never know. It may be that you are hurting yourself because you're more tired and exhausted than you even realize and need more of a break than you would admit to yourself. So, as you can imagine, these small shifts can really make a big difference, not just in how you'd feel, but in how you show up for your clients. The reality is our well-being isn't optional, it really is essential. So if you are ready to not only care for yourself and make some of those adjustments that I mentioned, but you also really want to take a deeper look at how you work, then we've created something to help you called the Intensive Method. You can learn all about it by downloading the Intensive Method Handbook. It's a free guide that is packed with insights on how to transform your practice to a 3-day intensive-based practice. This would give you more impact, better outcomes, and greater freedom in your schedule. So bottom line here, friends, your healing matters too, just as much as your clients. And I know you want a practice that can be thriving and sustainable and powerful, and I would love to help you. So if you're interested in learning about the Intensive Method, let me know, reach out, download the handbook. We're happy to help. Thanks for watching with us today and take good care.